What's good, family? Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. Wow, Terence Bud Crawford is going through it right now. Obviously, we know he's got his frivolous lawsuit against Top Rank and Bob Arum that also don't make no sense. Meanwhile, Team Errol Spence have decided to quickly jump on him and have a quick go on him at the same time. Yeah, Team Spence Al Haymon have come out and said the Spence Crawford fight can't be made because Crawford is not a pay-per-view star and he's essentially a bum. Yeah, it's not economically viable. Check this out. Al Haymon's lackey said, economics is the reason the fight has not happened thus far. Terence Bud Crawford, his pay-per-view numbers speak for themselves and not in a good way. Terence Crawford needs to be more realistic if he wants to make this fight. And I actually believe Terence Crawford is purposefully trying to muddy the water with unrealistic demands, so he doesn't have to face our Errol Spence. So there you go. There's some of the comments from Errol Spence's management team via Al Haymon. Yeah, Al Haymon's admin essentially has been airing out Terence Crawford right now, exposing him. Number one, Terence, you're scary. Yeah, you're scary. That's the bottom line. You ain't a 50-50 fighter. Yeah, whether we like it or not. And I'm the first person who said a little while ago that Errol Spence should just accept 50-50. But more think about it. You ain't doing the numbers. You don't have the belts. What are we doing here? And we know, head to head, we know both fighters have fought Sean Porter. Errol Spence did bigger numbers. That means it can't be 50-50. 50-50 would mean Spence and Porter and Crawford and Porter did the same numbers. They didn't. Oops. Yeah, Crawford needs to pull his finger out the backside, stop begging, stop filing lawsuits, stop trying to get something for nothing, and go in there and get stuck in for your 60-40. There's an old saying, you keep what you kill. Yeah, you keep what you kill. These guys these days, oh man, well, I don't want to keep what I kill. I want something for nothing. That's what Terence Crawford be on right now. He wants something for nothing. He want to fight all of Errol Spence leftovers. Listen, let's call a spade here. Crawford, literally, he's no word of a lie, Crawford is mimicking Dillian Whyte. What do I mean by that? Well, what do we know about Dillian Whyte? Dillian Whyte is a man who literally whole career is based off of being in Anthony Joshua's shadow. Yeah? AJ beats Parker. Dillian Whyte wants to fight Parker. AJ beats Povetkin. Dillian Whyte wants to fight Povetkin. He loves to fight leftovers. His whole career's been based on leftovers. Now what do we know about Crawford? Oops. Crawford. First guy he starts fighting, he wants to fight. In fact, no, before Porter, who was it? Listen, the bottom line, he fight Porter. Errol Spence already done dealt with Porter. Yeah? What's wrong with you? Oh yeah, the other one as well. In fact, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, before Porter, who was it? Guess what? Kell Brook. Errol Spence, rightly or wrongly, filled in Kelly Brook. Yeah? Filled in Kelly Brook for her. That's the first one. Next one, Errol Spence beats Porter in a close fight. What does Terence Crawford do 5 years later? 5 years after Spence beat these guys, Crawford wants to conveniently pop up. Once they've been dusted. Kelly Brook had already been turned out. It's no good. Yeah? These aren't, I'm afraid to say, people, these aren't A-level fighter. These aren't A-side actions. A-side actions are popping cherries. When you pop someone's cherry, like Errol Spence popped Kell Brook's cherry, that's an A-side thing to do. Crawford is hanging around the place. What's he doing? Listen, put it this way. How many A-level fighters have you seen Terence Crawford pop their cherry for them? You ain't seen none. Because he leftovers. He loved leftovers. He like Dillian Whyte. Another thing like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, another guy, sues the WBC looking for something, for nothing. Go in there and beat Tyson Fury and get the shot. Again, Terence Crawford. Rather than going in there and accepting 60-40, which, by the way, people, seriously, yeah, 60-40 don't really make no difference. It really don't. If you think you can win, 60-40 more or less really is 50-50. Because the rematch, you'd be getting 60-40. So it works out, if you believe you can win, it works out you end up getting 50-50 anyway. Yeah? But Crawford and Dillian Whyte, they're all the same kind of character, that 2021 guy. The guys who want something for nothing. Always moaning and complaining. Oh man, I'm out in the cold. No, you thought you were smart, yeah? And you thought you were smart leaving Bob Arum. You thought you thought the grass is greener. That's what it was. Terence Crawford thought the grass was greener. He thought, oh, Bob's holding me back. It's Bob's fault I'm not a pay-per-view star. Yeah, it's all Bob. And guess what? He tested some of this free market agency. Oops. And he found out, damn, it had nothing to do with Bob. Because I haven't got no offers. Listen, I swear to God, Terence Crawford fans, you're going to be hurt hearing this, but it's the truth. The truth is, Terence Crawford, yeah, he thought he was shit hot. That's the facts. He thought he was shit hot. Seriously, he thought, yeah, he was a 2-3 million pay-per-view selling fighter. He thought that it was Bob Arum's fault. Seriously. Terence Crawford believed, oh, I'm selling 3 million pay-per-views, but Bob Arum's hiding the numbers. Oh, I'm selling 5 million pay-per-views versus Porter, but it's Bob Arum it's Bob Arum making it only 100,000 pay-per-views. That's what he believed. Yeah, I swear to God, he did. Because you heard him in the conference saying, oh man, I'm getting away from Bob. He couldn't make the fight. I'm a pay-per-view fighter. I'm a 2 million I'm bigger than Alvarez. All this kind of stuff he was saying. 2-2s. He gets his free agency, and he's been a free agent for 2 months now. Yeah, oops. How many offers, how many big deals from DAZN or from any other platform have you heard Terence Crawford being offered? Yeah? Instead, Eddie Hearn came out and said, listen, Crawford's a great fighter, but he don't sell a lick of any tickets. No offers from DAZN. And we know DAZN love throwing money for nothing. They threw money at Golovkin. Sorry, they threw money at Bumlovkin. They threw money at Bumlovkin. They threw money at Alvarez. They threw money at Johnston. But yet, Mr. Big pay-per-view star who Bob's holding back. Sorry, boss, we can't do nothing with you because you don't sell no tickets. See you later. Yeah? We ain't interested in doing no charity cases. The problem with Terence Crawford is he's been mollycoddled by Bob Arum. Bob Arum created this monster. He should have been paying Terence Crawford 50 grand. Because guess what? When you pay a man 50 grand per fight, I'll tell you what he wouldn't be doing now. He wouldn't dare do a lawsuit. Why? Because he wouldn't have no funds to pay the lawyer. That's how people are, Like, you have to get to a certain level to start putting out stupid lawsuits. Do you understand? If you're making 100 grand a year, you're not trying to pay a lawyer 300 grand, are you? If you've been making 100, 200 grand for a few years, you're not trying to pay a lawyer 500 grand to do some BS lawsuit. However, when you've been being paid 10 million a year to fight bum fights, then you all of a sudden think there's something sweet. You think, oh wow, I'm the man. I've been making $10 million. Yeah, I should be making more. Rather than being grateful and thinking, damn man, and that's the same with Dillian Whyte. I've told Dillian Whyte should be grateful he's made a killing selling bum pay-per-views. Should be grateful. Same as Crawford, he should be grateful. I've seen the pay packets. He's been getting paid $4 or $5 million to fight random dudes. Leftovers. It's unbelievable. Can you believe Terence Crawford got paid $5 million to fight Kelly Brook and Amir Queen Khan? I couldn't, honestly, man. And this man's suing Bob. Seriously, Bob needs to... I'm backing it 100%. Bob Arum needs to sue Terence Crawford and get his money back that he lost. And I pray to God Terence Crawford gets sued to his last boots. And then he'll be sorry. Yeah? And then we can talk about some discrimination. When you've got nothing left. You know what I'm saying? Then we can talk about it. Because you should be grateful. I'm telling you now. You ain't got no... Terence Crawford, you ain't got no value. And again... It's one thing me telling you Hearn and DAZN have punked him. It's another thing now. Errol Team Spence have come out again and said, listen, Crawford, none of your fans... That's another... In fact, let me get to the other statement. Al Haymon's administrator also said the following. From a business standpoint... Sorry, Al Haymon's team, Errol Spence's guy, also said this. From a business standpoint, it's a fight. Crawford versus Spence is a fight that might excite the fans and all these people that are out there yelling about pay-per-view. However, guess what? They're not buying it anyway. Al Haymon's advisor said. These people screaming about supporting Terence Crawford are not plopping down any money to make the fight a success or make the fight a reality. Guess what? They're going to steal the fight, streaming. They're not going to support the pay-per-view. The numbers, and therefore these numbers are not going to be enough to give Crawford his high expectations and his high demands. There you go then, another statement. Yeah? That's the bottom line here, people. Everywhere you look, Crawford think he's this big star, but everything that says otherwise. Why isn't... Again, if Crawford is big star, why haven't Eddie Hearn knocked the door down? Eddie Hearn saw on everyone else. Oh, don't tell me, Crawford fans, don't tell me, Crawford, it's a big conspiracy against you. Oh man, it's a system. The system institutional. No, nothing to do with institutional. You just don't do numbers. We know white men love to make money, as do we all. Yeah, so don't tell me that. Trust me. If Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn can make $1 out of you, they'd be rock hard for you. They can't make nothing out of you. How about that? That's why you got no offers, Terence Crawford. I'm sick of it now. I'm sick. Yeah? Don't want to hear about how oh man, it's institutional. No, you just don't do no numbers. How about that? Yeah? About I'm suing Bob Arum because he exposed me for selling no numbers. Well, unfortunately, Terence, if your numbers were as shit hot as you thought they were, why ain't Eddie Hearn sending the offer through? Why is Team Spence Al Haymon saying your numbers suck and we can't do nothing with you? Everywhere you look, you're being told the truth. I mean, it's one way or the other, people. Terence Crawford fans, which is it? Is it everyone's against you, or is everyone else right? Team Spence, you don't do no numbers. Your fans stream the fight, and that's the truth. Honestly, if there was a group of fans here, same as Andre Ward fans, if there's a group of fans who shill for their man, but yet don't put their hand in the pocket, it'd be Terence Crawford fans and Andre Ward fans. Oh man, I'm son of God. I'm team son of God. I'm team Bud. But it comes to the pay-per-view and you man are missing. I don't get that. Oh man, Bud Crawford and Andre Ward, they pound for pound. But y'all haters and Bob Arum a hater. He a racist. Comes to the pay-per-view, all of a sudden, all you man who talk about Bud and talk about son of God, you go missing. That's what happens. Because we know that. We know the numbers don't lie, yeah? All you man sit there, Team Bud. You don't turn up. You don't. You stop capping. You're broke, or either way, you ain't supporting. And that's what Team Al Haymon and Team Spence have said. Yeah? So get that in your head. If you want to be valuable, become valuable. Don't be sitting there whining like a big bubbly.